Okay, so hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a tiny sketchbook challenge, and I think a lot of you are familiar with this concept. So it's just a tiny sketchbook that I'm going to be filling a page in, and it's just gonna be a fun drawing challenge. So if you want to do the same thing as me, you could get a tiny sketchbook. This one is from Panduro. Or you could maybe draw on a post-it note. I have these ones. These ones are really tiny though, but it is a really fun challenge. So yeah, I think I'm going to just start with the sketching and coloring. I'm going to be using the Faber-Castell mechanical pencil and also the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen to color in the drawing. So yes, let's just get started, and please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, and let's just jump right into it. So I think I'm going to do the usual thing and draw a portrait, and I'm just going to be trying to maybe make some emotions come across on this character. I've been trying to draw characters that show more emotion lately, and it's been a journey. It's really hard sometimes, but you know, it's worth it. So yeah, I just think I'm gonna keep her hair pretty short and straight just to switch things up a bit. And a lot of these characters in this challenge have actually looked like quite like the same character actually, and so I'm trying really hard to just not make the same character again, and it's really hard for me actually. So what if we make her like a tiny bit mad or something, or just like, I don't know, like this. I don't know if you also struggle with drawing emotions and stuff, or if it's just me. And I'm sorry if you hear it's a plane outside my window. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. I'm just going to be drawing this. Emotions are something that I'm struggling with drawing. I don't know, I just find it quite challenging, and it's just not the thing that I'm the best at, but it is something that I want to improve on, so I'm trying my best. So yeah, this and like this, and I'm going to be posting this drawing on Instagram like I usually do. So just head over to my Instagram, Christina Tyler, after this video, because you know, you can see the drawing better there. And now I wrinkle the paper. Oh, that's nice. Like this, and I think I'm just going to be going in with this fine liner. It's a size small, and I think I'm going to be using some other fine liners too, because this drawing is so tiny. It's actually quite challenging. This is something that could be smart to do like a sort of warm-up, or you can do your thumbnails before you draw like a finished product in here. I've used my past sketchbook just to have in my pencil case and have it with me wherever I go, or if I have to, you know, listen to something boring or learn something, I'll just, you know, draw on a post-it note or draw in my sketchbook, draw in my notebooks. I know I'm not supposed to, I'm supposed to, you know, concentrate and, you know, just listen, but I listen better when I'm drawing actually, so that's my excuse. If I'm drawing during something that's important, that's just because it makes me calm, and it actually makes me listen to, you know, what's happening better and remember things. I remember things a lot better when I draw actually, and that could be a tips for some of you guys as well. If you struggle with remembering things for like a test or something, I always like to draw in my notebooks, and that just makes me remember some of the pages and some of the lectures. And if you can draw something connected to what you're learning, that could also help a lot. It has at least helped me, and yeah, it's been really nice to actually discover that I can remember some things that I find hard to remember by just drawing on the side of my notebook, and that actually helps like a lot. Okay, so this pen is like really tiny. This one was just a pen that I bought in a bookstore. It's for drawing in 0.3 millimeter tip, and that's actually quite small, I've discovered. Okay, so her eyes are quite challenging actually. But I don't know, I like the way they look actually. I was a bit scared that I would have to do this video all over again, but this is actually turning out. Yeah, that's not so bad. So just put this away and get my micron 0.1. This one is actually pretty nice, and it isn't too small, because I find that the ones that have too small of a tip, it's horrible to use, and it's a pain actually. it's not nice to use them, it's just painful. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing some lightning around her, lightning bolts, and that reminds me of the lightning thief, Percy Jackson. If you haven't read the books already, you should go read it. If it's for, you know, most people, it's not the most child-friendly book out there, because there is some swearing and stuff, so if that's something that you're uncomfortable with, then maybe wait. But it is a really good book, and it's not, you know, just meant for kids as I originally thought that it was. Okay, so I'm trying to turn her hair black. Oh, then the earring is disappearing. Oh well, that's bad. Oh well, I can deal with it. So I'm just going to be coloring in the hair black, because I think that's going to switch things up a bit. And I don't know, this reminds me a bit about of Thalia from Percy Jackson. I don't know if it reminds you of her, but I don't know, I think she has black short hair. I'm not sure, I could be completely wrong. It's a long time since I read the books now, and I'm going to be reading them again soon. I just need some time first, and you know, the Percy Jackson books are always going to be one of my favorite series, because it's so good. And I know that I don't remember necessarily everything that happened in the series, and I'm currently like at the end of Mark of Athena, I'm sorry, and it's really exciting, but it is just like so much happening that it's hard to concentrate, and I stopped reading the book for like a couple of years. And I know that sounds completely bad, and I know what happens to Percy and Annabeth, and I know all that crazy stuff, so I kind of spoil myself, and that's also why I stopped reading books, because, you know, it's not fun when you're already spoiled the whole book for yourself. And that was my bad, but, you know, it's kind of sad. So I'm going to be reading that and finishing that before I start the Percy Jackson series again, I think, just because, you know, it's useful to just finish the project you're currently on before starting something new, or continuing with something new again. I don't know. It's Heroes of Olympus haven't been like sorry, I don't know how to say it, but it hasn't been like my favorite series from Rick, and it's just, I don't know, I just find it really hard to read from so many characters' perspectives, and it's been hard basically. So I've taken a break for a long time now, and I'm going to finish, I promise. It's taking a bit longer than I would like to, and you know, I love to read, but sometimes it can be a bit much, especially when, you know, it's just, I miss reading from just Percy's perspective, because, you know, or his point of view, because I think he's just like so funny, and he's the most funny character. I think I love Percy, and I love Annabeth, and I love all the other characters too, don't get me wrong. It's just a lot to focus on multiple characters and plot lines at the same time and just not be completely like, what is this, and run away in fear because it's just so much happening. So yeah, I'm sorry I talk so a lot about Percy Jackson. It's something that I'm passionate about, so yeah. I'm just going to sign it and we're done. So this is what the drawing turned out like. I hope you liked the video. Please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next Sunday. Bye bye.